Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
All right. I call the regular meeting for the Milliken Board of Trustees for January 28, 2026 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Will the town clerk please call roll?
Trustee Nix.
Here.
Trustee Orcutt.
Here.
Trustee Roseberry.
Here.
Trustee Wakeman.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean.
Here.
Mayor Austin.
Here. Thank you. Do we have any changes or adjustments to the agenda?
Not from the final one that was published last evening. Sorry.
I'll take a motion on the agenda.
I move to accept the agenda as presented.
Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Orcutt.
Yes.
Trustee Roseberry.
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman.
Yes.
Trustee Nix.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Austin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Do we have any citizens' comments? Alrighty. Hearing no citizens' comments, we'll move on. So do we have any adjustments or updates to the meeting minutes of January 14th, 2026? I'll take a motion.
Move to approve the minutes of January 14th, 2026 as they stand.
Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Roseberry.
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman.
Yes.
Trustee Nix.
Yes.
Trustee Orcutt.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Austin.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Do we have any questions on the paid list of bills for January 2026?
Oh, that's written wrong.
Just kidding, there is a correction to the agenda. I'm still in 2025.
We don't have any. We'll move on to the town administrator's report. Administrator Powell.
Yes, thank you, Mayor and trustees. So the last few weeks, staff has been working hard, though we've had a hard time because of our internet going down. But in the meantime, Stephen has created a dashboard in Casella, which is the town's accounting system software. And what this will do is allow each individual director to assess their budget with the most up-to-date information. So they can't change numbers or anything in there, but they can see where they're tracking. So this is going to be highly beneficial to every department. Currently, right now, Rick has new cabling being installed in Town Hall, and that cabling, so that everyone will be able to have access to the 1 gigabyte of speed. Some of the cables in there were old and wouldn't handle it, so. Stephen, Rick, and I had a meeting with Connecting Point to discuss IT needs and to plan for Rick's retirement. We'll keep you updated on that. John, Kevin, and I had a meeting with Weld County on January 22nd. The county is working towards making improvements by widening the road on Weld County 54 between County Road 13 and Highway 257. The county will keep us apprised of where they are on this project and continue to have discussions with us as they move forward. It's important for them to do so because Milliken has water infrastructure in this area and plans for future infrastructure to a property that recently annexed that is located off of Weld County 54. So it's kind of fun. They plan, according to their documents right now, they plan to have the majority of it done in 28 and finish up in 29. That'll greatly improve that area. The town has received 12 election packets for the April election. Most we've ever gotten in any election I ever took part of. Sylvia is attending a high-impact restorative justice training in Denver this week. It'll be interesting to hear what she learns when she gets. The first restorative justice vape and tobacco workshop was successful. These participants were referred by Roosevelt High School, so it was the students and their parents. Sylvia has also created a young adult group for ages 15 through 24, and they will meet bi-weekly on Thursdays. On January 15th, she had 12 high school students attend, and their topic was community project. John Rigas has ordered the flashing stop signs that have been requested by Jimmy Baugh for the Settlers Village neighborhood. So get those when we receive them. The town has 3 unique new benches that are made from wind turbines. One was placed at Town Hall, one at the dog park, and one at Lowell. These will be painted or a mural put on in the near future. Kind of excited. One outside Town Hall, we're hoping to have it as some of Milliken's historical value. It's got to have a train on there, and it's got to have certain things that are key to Milliken, whether it be the mammoth or whatever. So Chelsea, who has agreed to do these, who did the box outside of where the library was, with the little mouse in the book, she will go over to the Historical Society and look at some of the things there. The one in Lola Park will have the nickel kids' handprints on the inside of the turbine and come up with some idea for the outside of it. And the one at the dog park, a dog. Maybe we should put cats on the inside. So but anyway, that's my report. Any questions?
How did we acquire those benches?
How did we acquire
Yeah,
them?
they're kind of unique.
Pete heard about them.
Oh,
And so, it's a great repurpose for wind turbines.
yeah.
And so, unique.
Draws your eyes, you're driving by the lake. What's a bench?
And then we up the accident number on Highway 6. Get that light.
So right now, they're just kind of white. There's some scuff marks on them from the track because they're from Iowa. And so they're going to send us a repair kit for those. And then when Chelsea does it, you will probably notice. But, I mean, they're not perfect because they're reused wind turbines, but I think it's a great reuse.
Thank you for your report.
You're welcome.
All right, we have nothing on the consent agenda, so the first item on the action agenda is consideration of adoption of resolution number 2026-05, a resolution converting temporary use permits for 7 acre-feet of CBT water. Presenting is Cheryl Powell, Town Administrator.
Thank you. So when we receive water for development, it goes into a temporary use from Northern Colorado Water Conservancy District. At the end of the year or the beginning of the next year, then it becomes permanent. So this is it takes those temporary shares and makes them permanent, part of our.
Okay, questions from the board. Trustee Wakeman? Trustee Roseberry?
No question.
No questions.
No questions.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
No questions.
I don't have any either. So, there's no further discussion. I'll take a motion on the matter.
I move to adopt resolution number 2026-05, a resolution authorizing the execution of applications to Northern Colorado Water Conservancy District regarding conversion of temporary use permits to an annually renewing contract under CRS 37-45-131.
Town Clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Nix?
Yes.
Trustee Orcutt?
Yes.
Trustee Roseberry?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
The second item is consideration and adoption of resolution number 2025-06, a resolution adopting the Town of Milliken ADA digital accessibility policy. Presenting is Carrie Reinbarger, Town Clerk.
Good evening, Mayor and Trustees. Tonight before you is a resolution to adopt a policy for town staff and for the Town of Milliken regarding ADA policies that have been put out by the state and coming from federal government in 2027. It just provides a guidance and a timeline for us to be into compliance. Allows the staff to know what should be ADA remediated, what doesn't need it. So this just kind of formalizes all of that we've been going through and what we need to do for the future.
Questions from the board? Trustee Orcutt?
No questions.
Trustee Nix? No questions. Trustee Roseberry?
No questions.
Trustee Wakeman? No questions. Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
No questions.
Question, you've received a lot of training on this, Terry, and you have a backup that has the same level of knowledge that can step in should you win the lottery?
Not the same level of knowledge, but Tammy and Michelle, I've been training on how to remediate those kind of documents. I did an entire staff training with all the department heads. So I've been training some people, but not on the high level. Whoever would like to learn about all the policies and read all the laws, I'm more than happy to. But at least we have staff members who can do the work that needs to be done. And this policy summarizes those. So at least people can do that.
So we can continue to function while you're in Aruba.
Who's buying?
All right, thank you very much. Are there any further questions? Hearing none, I'll take a motion on the matter.
I move to adopt Resolution 2026-06, adopting the Town of Milliken ADA Digital Accessibility Policy as.
I'll second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Nix?
Yes.
Trustee Orcutt?
Yes.
Trustee Roseberry?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is consideration and adoption of resolution number 2026-07, a resolution adopting a drug and alcohol policies for CDL and non-regulated drivers. Presenting is Kathy Kinsfather, HR Senior Center's special person.
Good evening, Mayor and Trustees. So the resolution before you, should it be adopted, would formally establish the town's drug and alcohol policies. The policies were reviewed at a January 14th work session, and since then, we've made one minor change. On page 10, the Town of Milliken employee applicant drug and alcohol testing policy, the alcohol testing threshold was updated from 0.02 to 0.04 to match the rest of the document. It was not consistent. I caught that a little bit after the work session and updated that. Again, that's on page 10. These policies apply to CDL drivers who are federally regulated and employees who regularly operate town-owned vehicles. Under the policy, certain non-CDL drivers will also be required to maintain a driver qualification record. The policies ensure compliance with federal and state regulations, provide clear guidance to employees, and promote safety and consistency across departments. If adopted, implementation will begin with staff trainings and ongoing compliance monitoring, and the oversight will be managed by HR, administration, and JJ Keller, which is the third-party compliance organization that is kind of helping pull all this together. And then I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Questions from the board. Trustee Nix.
No question.
Trustee Roseberry.
No question.
Trustee Wink. Trustee Orcutt.
No questions.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean.
No questions.
Sorry. My question is for the finance director, for ProCheck. So since Kathy went over in her last presentation on the 14th that there would be testing, but it's random, so we never know, how many we're going to test. And obviously we have to pay for that. How are you budgeting for this little event that we didn't really plan on, did we? Yes, please.
Good evening. All right. So we did not budget for the amount of testing that we're going to have coming forward. We did budget for the part of this, which is some of the DOT restrictions that we had from JJ Keller. So the amount of randoms is a specific percentage that has to be done. So going forward, we're going to have it in the budget here. Majority of the testing would be covered almost as if a new hire would happen. So we will have some coverage there, given that our staff has good retention this year. If not, then we can always bring appropriation forward. But I don't see this is going to be a significant amount that something that's going to make a huge difference in our budget overall.
Yeah, I was assuming that it.
I want to say, because there's different ones, right? We're going to have breathalyzers and we're going to have drug testing on there. So I want to say the last one I saw around $200 or something per test. So now you're looking at different, depending on, I think DOT is going to be a little bit more than the regular one's going to be because of the testing requirements. So it wouldn't be a significant amount that we wouldn't be able to cover.
Okay.
And if it does get to a point where we can always bring appropriation forward, that when we get a better idea of what it's going to wind up costing us.
Thank you. Sorry for the surprise questions. Any other questions for the board? Hearing none, I'll take a motion on the matter.
Move to adopt resolution number 2026-07, a resolution of the Town Board of Trustees of the Town of Milliken, Colorado, adopting updated drug and alcohol testing policies and related addendums.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Orcutt?
Yes.
Trustee Roseberry?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Nix?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is consideration and adoption of resolution number 2026-08, a resolution naming trustees and/or a committee to serve under the town's deferred compensation plan and to otherwise address matters related to transfer of assets, presenting as Matthew Gould, Town Attorney.
Thank you, Mayor Austin. I apologize, first of all, that we didn't have a detailed memorandum here providing background, so I'll do my best to provide that on the record. Technical difficulties kind of challenged us this last week. Last year, a decision was made to transfer administration of retirement assets, retirement investments from Corbridge, which is Corbridge Financial, I believe, which is the current administrator, to, I want to get the name right, Colorado Retirement Association. That effort was commenced, but we ran into a roadblock because Corbridge was telling us that they could not do a bulk transfer, which means the assets, the retirement assets that are held for all employees all at once. We have communicated with Corbridge over time, and what is in front of you is a resolution that would adopt some language that we believe will provide authorization in the plan documents for making a bulk transfer. We solicited this language from Corbridge, and they provided it under the caveat that they can't provide legal advice. So that language is being added to the plans. In addition, we discovered that there is a committee that apparently was appointed back in 2005 that, as far as we know, has not been active since or recently. And so this will formally remove anyone that is on that committee and replace those individuals with individuals to be named by the board tonight. And then one of the amending provisions is subject to a requirement that 65% of plan participants must approve the plan amendment, and so we are allowing some time for that to get done. And with that, I'm happy to address any questions, but as a reminder, there's a blank space in here for up to three, and it doesn't have to be just three, it could be less, it could be more, but up to 3 committee members, and the committee has a role in administering the plan with respect to what we call the restated plan. So with that, happy to take on any questions.
Questions from the board, starting with Trustee Wakeman.
Just a quick question on that. It would only serve until this transfer is complete.
The committee members would remain in place, and it's not yet clear to us whether we will be able to transfer all assets. So this is something that we're kind of still trying to sort out because there are different investments. Some of them simply may not be subject to transfer, even if a bulk transfer works immediately. They may have to take place over time. So I wouldn't necessarily want to tell you that those committee members are going to be released, but they certainly can resign and they can be removed. Certainly, that's an option.
If the trustee board changes.
I think that we looked at the language regarding qualifications, and I believe what the plan has in mind is an appointment of individuals rather than someone who fills a role. So I think naming 3 individuals is what we need to do. I did check to see if I could find any qualifications, and the only qualification really is appointment by the board.
Okay, Trustee Roseberry?
No questions.
Next. No question. Trustee Orcutt?
More of a comment. On the agenda memo, it says Resolution 2025-08. It should be 2026.
It's a typo.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
still in 25.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
That was probably me. I'm the one that filled that. I was drafting this today.
Don't
So-
take the fall for Carrie, please.
I was taking the fall for him.
No questions.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
Just, it doesn't need to be necessarily board members. It could be staff or employees.
It certainly can. It specifically states that it can be employees.
I do not have any further discussion. Hearing none, I'll take a motion on the matter.
Now, just to clarify, I would suggest that part of the motion be a naming of individuals to serve.
I would move to adopt Resolution 2026-08, a resolution naming trustees and/or committee to serve under the town's deferred compensation plan. Those names being Administrator Powell, Director of Finance Stephen Krolchek, and then Town Clerk Terry Reinbarger.
I second.
Town Clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Roseberry?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Nix?
Yes.
Trustee Orcutt?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Congratulations on being nominated.
That's why Courtney is.
He's only got a few months left. He's making
He's
it
like,
count.
Please report to the principal's office tomorrow.
Next item on the board's agenda is an item calling for an executive session. Do I have a motion?
I move that we enter into executive session pursuant to Section 246-4024A of the Colorado Revised Statutes for the purpose of considering the acquisition of real property interests in connection with possible resolution of Milliken Municipal Court Case Number CR 19-4848, Section 24-64024B of the statutes for the purpose of receiving legal advice from the town attorney on specific legal questions attached to the same matter, and Section 24-64024E of the statutes for the purpose of determining positions relative to matters that may be subject to negotiations, developing strategies for the negotiation, and instructing negotiators with respect to the same matter.
Second.
Town Clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Nix?
Yes.
Trustee Orcutt?
Yes.
Trustee Roseberry?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. People that will be present in the meeting will be Trustee Orcutt, Mayor Pro Tem Dean, Trustee Nick, Trustee Roseberry, Trustee Wake, Town Administrator Cheryl Powell, Town Clerk Terry Reinbarger, attorneys Jed Scott and Matthew Gould, and Community Development Director Kevin Cole. And now we break for our executive session.
I'm ready.
We back on? Was that a positive?
Yes.
Rick, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is consideration of motion for authorization to the town prosecutor. Matthew Gould, town attorney.
Thank you, Mayor Austin. The purpose of this item is to give authorization to the town prosecutor in the case that was the subject of the discussion in the executive session to accept real property interests as part of a resolution of the court case. So happy to answer any questions.
Questions from the board? Trustee Urquhart?
No questions.
Trustee Nix?
No questions?
Trustee Roseberry?
No questions.
Trustee Wakeman?
No questions. Thank you for your guys' work on it.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean?
No questions.
I have none. I'll take a motion on the matter.
I move to authorize town prosecutor in his judgment to accept real property and interests as part of resolution of Milliken Municipal Court Case number CR 19-4848.
I'll second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Nix.
Yes.
Trustee Orcutt.
Yes.
Trustee Roseberry.
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Austin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item on the board's agenda is performance reviews for Town Administrator Cheryl Powell and Town Clerk Carrie Reinberger, which calls for an executive session. Do I have a motion?
I move to enter into an executive session pursuant to section 24-6-4024F of the Colorado Revised Statutes for the purpose of considering personnel matters related to Town Clerk Carrie Reinberger and Town Administrator Cheryl Powell, and specifically for the purpose of completing performance reviews.
Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Orcutt.
Yes.
Trustee Roseberry.
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman.
Yes.
Trustee Nix.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Austin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, president of the meeting will be Town Administrator Cheryl Powell, Town Clerk Carrie Weinberger, Town Attorney Matthew Gould, Trustee Wakeman, Trustee Roseberry, Trustee Nix, Trustee Urquhart, Mayor Pro Tem Dean, and myself. And then for the second review for Cheryl Powell, it will be everybody except Town Clerk Carrie Weinberger.
You might need that.
He said I might need it. Just leave it right there. Whole slice.
Take it to your office.
I'll leave it at your office.
Okay, thank you.
These reviews we generally move down.
Can,
We'll make it work.
Okay, so.
January 3rd.
Rick, are you ready?
Oh,
Carrie, are you ready?
no.
There you go. We'll do this up again.
Get the box.
It's out there waiting,
Get the
okay?
box.
Oh, just go for it. I'll get it later. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, before we close, I would like to ask if any participant believes the discussion went outside the scope of the executive session as it was announced, that such person make a statement to that effect at this time. A recording of this executive session has been made and preserved in the form of a recording. I'm instructing the town clerk to retain the recording under lock and key for a 90-day period. The time is now 8:38, and we conclude the executive session and return to the open meeting. I should have read that, by the way.
Madam Mayor, I'd like, having concluded the executive session on review of performance, in particular of Town Administrator Cheryl Powell, I would like to move to increase her salary by 5% effective with the first full pay period in January 2026.
Second.
Town clerk, please take a vote.
Trustee Orc, Trustee Roseberry,
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman,
Yes.
Trustee Nix,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Dean,
Yes.
Mayor Austin.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any board reports? then, if there's no further business to come before the board, I'll take a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
What took you so long?
Did I get overtime for this one? This one?